I've been trying to improve the view of the perimeter of the garden, and one of the problems I've got is this bit of panel fencing right at the bottom of the garden. It's not actually mine. I didn't put it up. I have anything to do with it. The other thing was I wanted to build a border in front of it and build it up a little bit, and I didn't want the soil pressing on the panelling and rotting it. What I did was dig this trench out, and I put these old pallets. I had 3 of these old pallets given to me, and put them in the trench, and I thought that would keep the soil away from the bottom of the fencing. And I had an idea that I could maybe put some bamboo in them from the front garden and completely hide the fence from view. The bamboo that was to go into the pallets was coming from the front garden, and we've decided to completely clear the front garden of bamboo. It's what's happened is it got a bit distressed last year, and we've had it in there 20 years, and it was fine, didn't really move, and now it's decided it's just taking over everything. It's spread out all of these runners, and we decided we don't even want to contain it. We're just going to remove it now because it looks really quite ugly, because it's quite damaged and doesn't look very healthy. So I'm gradually cutting it all down, and these particular canes I'm just cleaning up and putting them out the back. We've got a gunnerer in a box in this area of the garden, and it's already getting too big for the box. So I think I'm going to plant this in this new border, and hopefully the bamboo canes will be a nice contrast to the giant green leaves of the gunnerer. September is a really good time to take cuttings of plants, especially if you're worried that you might not get them through the winter one way or the other. And things like this fuchsia boliviana and the begonia luxurians at the bottom of the garden, we're taking cuttings off to try and make sure we don't lose them. We just use this potting compost, put plenty of perlite in it, and take a cutting, and you can see there these coleus. This is another thing that we're trying to get carry on growing. We just take a cutting and snip them off just below a leaf node, and just dob them in the pot by the edge, and hopefully they'll take. If your cutting has a lot of leaf on, you really want to take some of those leaves off, or cut the leaves down in size, and this helps it to send its growing efforts to the root, to making new roots. And also, if you've got a flowering plant, you don't want to take the cutting from something that's flowered. And if you look at these fatsias, and here we've cut the leaves down a bit to reduce them in size. Now the other thing is we've been doing is collecting seeds. Here we're collecting some cosmos, and it's very important when you collect the seeds to label them. We seem to have had a lot of seeds from last year that we hadn't labelled, and you spend a lot of time trying to guess what's in the pot, what it looks like, and when they're tiny, it's very difficult to tell, even if you've been growing them for a few years, what they actually are when they're that so small. Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed the video, please remember to subscribe. Goodbye.